Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelorette Recap, a Guy's Review. This is some Bachelor Nation news for all of you. The story is Wells Adams addresses rumors he'll replace Chris Harrison as the host of the Bachelor franchise. This news coming today, July 7th, 2021. That's a lucky number, isn't it? 7721. Only way to make this number more lucky is by hitting the like button and subscribing to this channel. Tons of content every day. We'll flub a few lines. No edits. We'll get through it. Let's watch this ET interview talking about Wells Adams and his sort of upgrade, new role. Hopefully he's got a good enough agent that's getting him a few extra bucks. Not just the bartender now on Bachelor in Paradise, but the Master of Ceremonies, a.k.a. the MC. Wells Adams emceeing the beach. Who would have thought? Let's have a watch.
Things are amping up on The Bachelorette. Of course, we're getting equally excited for Bachelor in Paradise. And honey, your role is being stepped up. It's bigger and better this year. So you are the Master of Cocktails and Ceremonies. What exactly does that entail, Wells?
I don't know, if I'm being honest with you. I think they couldn't convince some of the celebrities to stay up as late as you have to for cocktail parties and for rose ceremonies. And, you know, I'm there bartending, so they're like, yeah, throw Wells in, he'll do a good job.
So I did take a bartending class because I felt like last year I didn't really know what I was doing.
You've got also folks helping you out like Lance Bass, Titus Burgess, David Spade. What can we expect from these few guys coming in to help things out?
Terrible audio.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and even Bachelor in Paradise always have kind of celebrities come in and join for dates and kind of give their unique perspective, which is, I think, what we can expect this go around. Obviously, having like comedic juggernauts like David Spade and Titus come in, like they're going to bring the funny. And like, I want everyone to remember that Paradise is a comedy show, you know, like, and we've had a rough year and a half. Like, I think America needs a feel-good comedy show with a little bit of drama and romance thrown in there. And so they're going to bring that, you know, obviously Lance brings musicality and the boy band with him. So I think that's going to be fun. And a lot of people are going to be kind of starstruck. And Lil Jon just brings like really, really good vibes.
What? Yeah, hello.
Yeah, like shockingly, can you believe it? Okay, he comes in like. If I'm being honest, he was my favorite person to hang out with and work with. He was so fun and funny and amazing, but they were all great. So yeah, I think everyone's going to be in for a really fun ride, and then I'll be there for the therapy sessions and for the drinks and saying things like. You know, if you do not receive a rose, please take a moment and say your goodbyes.
Well, and those are all familiar words that we were quite used to hearing Chris Harrison deliver each and every episode of the franchise.
Isn't it funny you got to talk about it like your parents got divorced? Now, I know you're used to your dad saying, good game, son, but now your stepdad, Billy Ballbag over here, is going to say, good game, sport, and it's going to be okay, and it's going to sound different, but we're going to get through this. If you did not receive a rose, you may now exit. I think someone else can pull that off. No offense, Chris. We like Chris.
So filming just wrapped. What was it like without Chris present this season?
Yeah, it's different. It's a different vibe, if I'm being honest. But, and I know that like change is always hard. I understand that. But like at the end of the day, I wish Chris nothing but the best. And I'm just excited for everyone to get to come back and enter the gates of paradise because, we had to take last year off, which was a bummer because I truly do love helping make the show. And I think America truly does love coming to the gates and walking down the steps with us. So I'm just happy that it's back.
And you always bring a fun element to it, Wells, that you are close with Chris. So what was your reaction when you heard that he was no longer going to be officially a part of the franchise? Were you surprised?
Yeah, I was surprised and shocked. I think a lot of people were.
Do you think it was the right decision?
I don't know. I'm just a bartender.
I'm just a bartender.
Come on, but Wells, a lot of people are saying, a lot of fans out there are saying they think you should step in for Chris. So what's the latest? Have you been asked? Are there talks? Would you do it?
There haven't been talks. Those are really large shoes to fill.
Would you want to do it?
I want to be a part of the franchise in whatever aspect that they want me to be involved. To be honest with you, I love being the bartender.
Skirt around that issue.
The host role is one that is a little bit separated from the cast. If you're really looking at it objectively, and so the bartender role is I'm entrenched with everyone. I'm a kind of a part of the landscape, and so my relationship with them is a very strong one. Whereas the host roles is got to be a little bit step back and a little bit more objective, I suppose. So I don't really know how I would do stepping into that role. But whatever Bachelor Nation wants and what ABC wants, I'm happy to do. But I'm just excited for Paradise. I'm excited to mix up some margaritas and some drama and just watch it all burn in front of me.
Well, hopefully no drama for your wedding, your upcoming nuptials to Miss Sarah Hyland. I know you guys have had to postpone because of COVID, as have so many. I mean, I've experienced that as well with trying to plan my wedding. But what's the latest on the front of your wedding? You got a date locked in? What's going on, Wells?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm being honest with you. We've had to postpone twice. It's been such a bummer. We want to have this big wedding, and it's a Disney and ABC wet dream. Our wedding is, all the Modern Family and all the Bachelor people coming together. But we couldn't because, COVID and everything. So I don't really know what's going on. I think the idea was for us to do it this summer. But that got pushed again just because of COVID restrictions. So I don't know. Fingers crossed we get to do it soon. The good news is that Sarah's is kind of off shooting movies and television shows and everything.
And she's preoccupied.
Yeah, and I'm in Paradise, working on that. So now we're busy again. So I don't really know what's going to happen. There's a good chance that we're going to put on some powder blue suits and some bad dresses and just go to Vegas and get Elvis to knock it out for us.
I don't doubt that option right there, having to deal with COVID and my own engagement. I don't, go to Vegas. Come on, I'll meet you there. We'll get a Groupon special. What do you say, Wells? All right, lots to talk about here. He says, this is what I love. I get it. You got to get that they're trying to get that buzzworthy headline because I'm trying to get one myself. I'm like, an ABC wet dream. What's that all about? He said it's going to be a different vibe. And that's just the deal. It's going to be a different vibe. So there'll be people that miss Chris Harrison, obviously. I get comments all the time from people saying, you've got to be delusional to think that the show isn't taking a ratings hit because of Chris Harrison. Maybe. And I don't blame people for not wanting to watch a show that didn't support the guy that was the host for 20 years. I understand, but I also understand the other side. It's complicated. People have different opinions. I totally get it. But what's so funny is she asks him, do you think he was let go unfairly? And he goes, I'm just the bartender. What do you want from me? I don't get paid enough for these opinions. I'm doing this interview for free. I'm just a bartender. And I totally respect that. And it's look, would it be nice for him to stick up for his friend? Yeah, but does Chris Harrison probably understand that his friends also have to cash their checks too? Yeah. You know what I mean? The last thing Wells needs to do is be like, you know what? Here's what I really think. That's not why he's on the show. He's on the show to promote Bachelor in Paradise. So he talks about his engagement to Sarah Hyland. That's her name, right? From Modern Family, also an ABC show. And they love their synergy. Oh, they love the fact that they got an ABC actress with an ABC bartender. What could be better? He said it's an ABC Disney wet dream. So yeah, I'm sure they're trying to televise that and make a whole big deal out of it. We'll have to see how it goes. I am interested, more so than in past seasons, to check out Bachelor in Paradise because of the energy of the guest hosts. I think it's a great idea. I mean, you're going to have Lance Bass. Everyone who doesn't love a good boy band song, you know what I mean? He's gonna get up there. Hopefully he performs a little bit. Lil Jon's gonna be. I worked an event for Budweiser back in the day, and as a performer, they had I worked as a performer in one aspect of a festival. And then on the other aspect, they had a bunch of different celebrity, DJs and this and that. And Lil Jon came out and did a surprise set. And then later on, there was a little karaoke booth nearby, 5-10 people hanging out at the karaoke booth. You know, you pick a song, whatever. Lil Jon crashed the karaoke booth. The place went crazy for Lil Jon. This guy's a performer. This guy's going to tear the house down. I bet you they're going to have a blast with Lil Jon. There's going to be sand flying in the air. People are going to be throwing seashells at each other. Anyway, Lil Jon's going to be great. They're all going to be great. David Spain's going to be his snarky self. It's going to be fantastic. It'll be a good vibe. Funny that he mentions that it's a comedy show because, you know, while I understand there's humor involved, unfortunately, sometimes it's at the objectification, I should say, of some of the contestants. So let's just hope, you know, as we go through this season that we can watch it with like an objective eye and know that what people say or do on the show isn't real life. You know, we've got this past episode where we had, on Bachelorette, where we had Hunter Montgomery, is that his name? Who was kind of made out to be the villain of the episode. And it's like, come on, was he that bad of a guy? Well, you know, you're like, we're watching it with our like tomato soup being like, this guy's the worst. No. We're all kind of just doing okay. And that's the moral of the story, is that we're all kind of just doing okay. But he's getting upgrades. Wells from bartender. Now, the question people are going to say is, this is the question people are going to say that didn't want Chris Harrison around, is why do we want to replace Chris Harrison with Wells Adams, another straight white guy? That's the question they're going to ask. I'm not asking that question. You know, it's meritocracy. I don't know. Do you think Wells will be the next host? Do you think he's got legs to be the next host? He does have that kind of clean-cut image, and he's 37, so once he's married, he'll kind of be like off the market. So could be an option. Could be Tayshia. Tayshia could be the host for a while. We'll have to see how it goes. Let me tell you something. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Live stream Thursday at 4 p.m. Right after that live stream, I got to drive to Moore Park, California, where I've got a stand-up show at a pizza joint. If you like pizza and you like laughing, come to that stand-up show. It's free. Get a slice of pizza. Come say hi to me. That's in Moore Park, California. Go to my Instagram to find out all the details, or slide into my DMs and ask me about it, and I'll get you all the information about that show. Moore Park, California. That's like northwest of Los Angeles. I don't even know if that counts as LA County. It's probably like an hour drive from me, but it'll be a ton of fun. Always good to have pizza and comedy. All right, folks, I'll talk to you guys later on. Lots more content to come. Hit subscribe. We'll see you then. Bye now.